It is the job of Jewish women to reveal, to show how beautiful our relationship with Hashem is. A man's job is to show how important it is, or how powerful it is, or how big. But a woman's job is to show how beautiful it is. But Chassidus teaches men how to see and reveal the beautiful part of Yiddishkeit. So the Baal Shem Tov made this big revolution and changed the way we think, because he said it's important and it's strong and it's powerful, but where is the beauty? And that's why he loved Anoshim Pshutim. He loved the simple Jew. Because when you look at a simple Jew who's not a big Talmud Chacham, and he's not a big tzaddik, and he's not a big important person in the community, you don't see how powerful Yiddishkeit is. You don't see how big Yiddishkeit is. You don't see how smart Yiddishkeit is. What do you see? You see how he loves to make a bracha. You see how he loves to say Baruch Hashem, to thank Hashem for everything that happens. What is that? That's beautiful. So the Baal Shem Tov said, simple people who don't show a lot of chachma and a lot of koyach, when they speak to Hashem, it is so beautiful. Because it's quiet, like the moon, like the second luches. So even the Talmud Chacham should be jealous of the simple person and want to have that beauty.
You should also appreciate that he's a Talmud Chacham.
Somebody else should appreciate that he's a Talmud Chacham. He shouldn't be so happy to be a Talmud Chacham. He shouldn't even think of himself as a Talmud Chacham. The Baal Shem Tov himself lived in Tzvas before he was the Baal Shem Tov. And he did something very, very special. I think on his Bar Mitzvah. And in Shamayim, it created such an excitement, such a bright light, that Eliyahu HaNavi came to him and said, "What did you do that's causing such an excitement in heaven?" And he said, "I didn't do anything." And Eliyahu said, No. You can't fool me. I'm Eliyahu HaNavi. I know you did something. What did you do?" And he said, "Whatever I did is between me and Hashem." And he would not tell Eliyahu HaNavi what he did. And he lived his whole life like that. When he passed away, he came to Bezdin Shel Maila, and there were two opinions what should happen to him. One opinion was that he was greater than Avram Avinu. He was so holy and so great, greater than Avram Avinu. And therefore he should sit in Gan Eden next to Avraham. The other opinion was, he was so great, he was so holy, he knew so much, and he never shared it with anybody. So he doesn't deserve to go to Gan Eden at all. Very different opinion. So they reached a compromise that he should be born again, his name should be Yisrael, and he should give the whole world what he has. He should be revealed. He should become known. So he was born, and he was 40 years old, and he was told that he has to reveal himself. and he really didn't want to. That was against his nature. He was very private. He was like the moon. But his father came to him from Gan Eden, and his teacher came to him from Gan Eden and said, you have to, and they wouldn't let him until he became the Baal Shem Tov. But the whole point is, he didn't become like the sun, he became like the moon. Then?
As they said, a Rabbi is much higher, he doesn't have to keep it in. He wasn't a Rabbi yet.
No, but what he didn't keep in is the beauty, like the moon. The moon doesn't keep it in. The moon shows you how beautiful the night is. So in a sense, the Baal Shem Tov showed the world how beautiful Golus can be.
But isn't one of our points is that we shouldn't get too used to Golus? We shouldn't realize how beautiful Golus is, so we shouldn't want to stay.
The Golus was getting so bad and so dark and so painful that people just were convinced that there's nothing but bad, there's nothing beautiful about it, and they were becoming very discouraged. Now the Baal Shem Tov couldn't stop the Golus, so what he did is he showed you the beauty of it. He showed you the beauty of our relationship with Hashem, even though we don't see Him. And that's why one of the big teachings of the Baal Shem Tov is Avas Yisrael. Why did he have to teach Avas Yisrael? Rabbi Akiva said Avas Yisrael is a big mitzvah. The Torah says, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Everybody before the Baal Shem Tov, who was Yerushalayim, who was frum, had Avas Yisrael. They did the mitzvah of Avas Yisrael. They didn't see the beauty of it. They didn't see how beautiful a neshama is. The Baal Shem Tov showed you how beautiful the neshama is. And that actually prepares us for Mashiach. Once you see the beauty in Golus, then you can take that beauty with you into Geula. The problem with Yetzias Mitzrayim, when the Yidden came out of Mitzrayim, they didn't bring any beauty with them. And that's why we ended up back in Golus.